xɔxɔ va zu enya blibo yi ke eva zu abe abi yi ke mataku akpɔ o. Ezamatsi ɖe sia ɖe ɖe abi dzi bete ake still abia ka le fi mi ko ekɔ yi ɖe kɔdzi. All you can, everything you have done, still the wound is still there. Yami asala corruption enye nu ike elefu de. Mia gblɔ nya yo bete le dzɔdzɔ within this period. Mie kpɔ be ame ɖe na yi ɖe political position aɖe a divert ega blibo yi ke wole be ne kɔ tu dukɔ me ɖo makpɔ ga alo ama ga me akɔ akpa ɖe kɔ ɖe ɖokui akɔ akpa ɖe na dukɔ. Corruption enye nya yi ke enye nu yi ke tse ekpe ɖe ŋu be mi le fi he mi do. Ega bubu gbogbo yiwo ke mi le gbɔgblɔ le radio dzi ame ɖe figa so much billions of dollars. Ame ɖe figa so much millions of dollars. Ame ɖe kɔ ga kɔ to teƒe bubu so much billions of dollars. Le ye mi kpɔ corruption cases yiwo ke le dzi yi ega yiwo ke le me yi miatɔ atatu kɔwo dzi atatu sukuwo atakpe ɖe amewo be nuɖunyawo atana be fuel aɖiɖi atana be miabe electricity problem ke kpɔ me fifia la manɔ anyi o ana be etsi tsa nɔ dodo na mi emɔnyawo anyo aƒe vɔ va zu be ame ɖeka di be yaxɔ nu ɖe sia ɖe aɖu ɖe eɖokui si. Mi le politicians wo blame esia yi mi se ŋtsɔ kɔ be ECG cables ɖewo ka bu wo ka kpɔ ame ɖewo wo dzra cables wo na ame ɖewo ame ɖeka di be yaɖu ga kokokoko. Ɖo fitifiti wɔwɔ le dzi yi ale gbegbe ne ye be edi be axɔ ayi recruitment ɖe police alo Ghana Armed Forces aɖe me tse la ele be na xe ga 20,000 Ghana cedis 50,000 Ghana cedis afi woaxɔ ɖe dɔme. Eyi ɖe interview tse la ele be na bribe wobe manager ala kɔna ɖe de envelope me ne afi woata wo axɔ ɖe dɔme. In fact ne ye be qualify fifia le Ghana la mi le nya ɖe gblɔ sɔn be la who you know alo who knows you. Nenye be enye Ghana tɔ menya politician ɖe ke o menya amegã ɖe ke le teƒe ɖe ke o la ewoe la with all the qualification you have la akɔ na aƒe me kokokoko makpɔ dɔ ɖeke awɔ. Enye nu yi ke na be ame yiwo ke wodze be woanɔ dɔ ŋu alo anɔ dɔ me la womakpɔ mɔnukpɔkpɔ ayi o. Me geɖewo di be woage ɖe police station police force me military force kple bubuawo armed forces wo me they are qualified. Ake mi kpɔ ame yiwo ke le miaƒe military me ɖa mi kpɔ wobe stature mi kpɔ ame yiwo ŋutɔ ɖa wodze be woanɔ teƒea. Political corruption gbe sia gbe mi le gblɔ miantɔ ƒe agbenɔnɔ mi gbɔ va miantɔ gbɔ ne mie ge ɖe asiwo me mi kpɔ be tomatoes ame ɖewo woŋɔ alo woƒo tomatoes go woŋɔe ɖe me be ɖe tomatoes ene yɔ akpɔ be woɖo tomatoes yɔ ɖe tomatoes container me hafi natrɔe ɖe rɔba me nakpɔ be nu vi ɖe koe susɔ abia ɖokuiwo se be enu gbogbo yi le yi ƒle ɖe ede ga ƒe nua. Corruption wo mi wobe wole na ɖe dzra 5 Ghana cedis miatɔ ne ge ɖe store ɖewo me la ame ɖewo le dzra 7 cedis ame ɖewo le dzra 10 cedis. Wodi be yewoakpɔ ga akɔ atu yi ɖokui ɖo ɖokuitɔ didi enu yiwo ke wole be ne nye 2 cedis la ame ɖewo da ɖe dzi wo le ke hiã fitiviti wɔwɔwo corruption nyawo enye nu yiwo ke ehe mi ɖe megbe abe dukɔ me tɔ alo Ghana dukɔ me tɔ mi nye nukawoe miata wɔ abe miadze agbagba be Ghana aɖo fi ke wole be miaɖo wòle abe destiny ɖe le asiwo ko ame ɖe trɔ megbe delay destiny na o be ka yi ŋgɔgbe o adze agbagba bete be yeaɖo ŋgɔgbe bete la eheyi yiwo bete va yi na o manye be atsi wole ke hiã hafi wo be yayra woanɔ wava o. Yayra le be ne dze gɔme tso ɖevi be ke hafi natsi ele be nakɔ kesinɔnuwo ɖe anyi le be mawo ne yra o le ɖevi me hafi nafi atsi menye be na atsi blibo ɖe mata ka zɔ hafi nanɔ wo be gawo kpɔ. Miabe nyaselawo corruption zanuxɔxɔ kple zanunana wonye nu yiwo ke mia akpɔ be ehe mi ɖe megbe abe dukɔmeviwo ene. Offices ɖewo le nenye be contract ɖe va be only call do de 5,000 10,000 20,000 va contract be only call do alo amere hefe na do manager alo amere ikele in charge accountant administrator o wakale gaji akwa kpare ko ina odokwi akọ susu ko odo in fact anye no ikele fu de mi ekpo capital do wa global o now estimate na mi nyale kede na o mi akọ odo capital nya tutu bela 2,000 ko hia na do ake abadareji bazu 3,000 bazu 4,000 wa de 2,000 so azuto akọ 2,000 ko odo awo shoddy work echo pele choko akpabala egliemu edo wetila abazu edo bubu kra ugalebe abutamebe egaye here do wo be do nyekia miatio abodo le igemi wole miabenu to me constructed roads do echo pele choko be kpabala amo gbt ka gbele do fia be meza gayu kele be miza ko odo a ele be ne bile bi odo quality work afi vo anyebe contractor debe idibi achule chippings oji idibi achule angoji ya kosusu ko odo na bobubu etami kpobe emobetechi aleke oleki maybe asala corruption bele patriotism zanuna na pe zanu koko pele dume vinyenye yoke bu aloji kemie lady eye mi kpobe ekplombi vadofi kemile abedu kome vione abe Ghana 68 years olebe mi ho alo mi ho fifie mehia be mia kano gbeta du kome yano kuku debe oninami ega alo ni kpede mia be mi ko tu mi be du kome do kasino no le miasi gold bauxite ambi kpete ole miasi mi senjo debo amoko gold number of gold yoko export illegally to Ghana ko ide du kome bubuola nenya eba amount la yato atatu the whole voterage do atatu the whole country edo anami sky trade anami nububu ko lebe mi ahia echi na no dudula mesia ba pame esia yi kake egayo ke mi agongo gba dollar eya america be kotokume eya america be bank account me millions and millions of dollars yo ke ehia na mi abedu kome tola eyi de america be ekotokume be me yasala babia konye be efi ke bi do plefi ke yi mi lady. It's a retrospective time for us to reflect. Nuka we mi atawo atana be enu yo bete nu atachi be Ghana about the shining lights of Africa, the black star of Africa. We can stand up and also be a country without aid. We can be a country be miano kwekpeda be tukome bubu kwache bu be wakpo ngogbe yi menye be miawo ano tukome bubu boyi ano gabia ano kuku dekpete o miame aselao betimba khoyo lao. I want to pick patriotic citizens o ameyo henye tukome vi vavan o betibe mi ayomi mi anami nya mi abesusu kokude ngogbe yi nya o miame aselao Global 105.1 FM. Miabu nya be kapo mojesi o 0247 900 764 0203 766500 nye kapo mojesi o yomi na mi sebe gbadasi o. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Walter King.
Come la.
Hello, Wonke.
Okay, wizard.
Akpe. The gaga kerebe gbefida do akpe jijo working happiness. Ma common papa ma dogbe to rene nyabe regional minister Bobuna to Honorable James Gunpele ebe PA Honorable Debright Kugrajo. Mi dakpene jukola la chebe gato asi nyabe mo mefia ojinami. Mi kwete mi afo Honorable Stephen Adoma ntefe wala nyone mi afite mi babe do awakpo ta mi kwete be assembly member wa da se de be assembly do de ai dengo akpe mai denya ke ko dara ya megbondi ya akpe ya akpe ke mede elebe ne mi wanu ne toke gbo mega valley to ne mi kude nya tandi adase nyuere mi andu ko ewu ne mawu akpe ya na o da mo de aro da mia amegbeto de donu de me buota me be le mia wa do fi wa nyo menye ne nyo ne mia nyo ne miolo e toke bono mega valley ode watakin en konwere anomwe
True.
nugata no damo de domain o ma to de kale monen mole gbegbe the only thing about how the month will end and they will end their salary and buy their own cars para da kokorobo aflegbo aflenyi adu da how for that no that is susu but that mentality is not in our body system.
We thank God.
Quarter good or bad, when we'll continue to stand on our truth.
That's it.
And the truth shall set you free. That is what the Bible says, and also.
That's it.
Because let me let more possible. I will travel. I knew, I watch it. He may talk the Kelemo. Because many could do for me a toga me. Never got a care. Over got a cocoa to you. Obama, we need strong institutions. We don't need strong men.
That's it.
Let's attitudinal change. Let's change our attitude.
Good
and do the right thing. Very talking about it. Your lineage or your image will not be tinted.
Very good.
But America,
all right. Akwe. Come la. Oh, me at yo. Lebena koklo alo mi akodu sala echo ikegbo. Hello, good morning.
Wele toji.
Yo. Agwaje.
Ela be du ko mi la. Nya tu nya tefa. Ti shafike mi akpo mi ado pile. Afunya ezanwina be Ghana du ko ele magbayi. Enana to koko. Nemi abadu meviu alo Ghana to na. No zube mi gbewu le zanu bo a. Mi abadu ko ana babo to na ene. Kakenu kakpo mi le egbe. Loko amaroko dada donua. Ne olia ne anonye 900 la kuka ko zero ka pere ke afa su gaga wa sile tu kwama la pere mo ka ponu ko kwama le ye ya mada amu o gabubu ele ubo no mo ga mo yo me le mo jiri ne me ko le ya ko ba fa na na Ghana fonu amade o ngo mali jafa wajibu wa bu mu na nwa ko febe du ko ke la mi ma fa lu du ko ne o so ye ko mi afa ji ye mi ko lo Ghana du ko ye mi gbon le san na ko ko gbo a na fa du ko anya le ti zi ga de ka kele ka mo du ko amu na gbo ta anu pite kele do fa si si la o ko do lu si ma no do fu ya ta fa tutu za hu du no gbon le san du gbo ko ha no gbon le gbo le ko de Muhammad zia sia e je bi a ile covid to do ma alo ye so ja alo fire service la amuro ga bo ko 20,000 bi ko 100,000 bi abo mala mama shio aka ma jena do aka ma ko ya de do ama isi ale se ga ma le shio la ama ke ma jena do ma ba ko de do ma ta ma ne mi pa mo to ku no mi ozu ati ka o lore no tu ko fe la wo na ba du ko ma ngo gbe mu za ndu de onu fo yo na
akpe bere yombi. Hello, good morning. Hello, I'm a chef ya wala todi. Yo, where's the water? Hello? Oh, Ellie. Yo.
ta ni cái mà nó có gì cái này mà là xia mà qua để cái đủ thôi cái này mà qua để đủ qua xia nó vác rồi nhà ta thì cái to này có lỗi ông bà chúa này có lẽ luôn ông bà cái đủ gì đấy ya mau chân để cái lo cái bố lô why cái ông mà cả vợ bao ăn vậy đấy
akpe fata akenya igbolo vivie la me fia me de du comme vinye fia o be ya dui na yo le chela do le nya igbolo vivie la is against what we are talking about ehina etama susu totro to gbe ata to kajibe your statement should be withdrawn. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Wata kin aka en waka
hello
ko Emmanuel ka jinge en just ka
oh Emmanuel wezo
yo, all of that.
Yo.
we anupo anu ba da funa mi le tiko ya me ya tiko yo mi pomba mi mo pobe ale ke tiko na ingo gbe mele yi ne ma anye ota kinye ma blo me dio ma sana ne me kwa be agri coffee ikene na nya si abe tiko ne ejina ne ane me pole private tawa ande fi ma ba ko ya efuna ya wana kama ga efuna fi ya na kama ga lo mi a bedu don loud gan no se pede ka ni mi agbobe ti fe vi unu gbe afile yo to for them o agri office ikene ju konton to office ju konton ikene bo zan neji la me répète donc on me private to me back pro the idea ju ko be da kan ma
ayeta
ichoma yi ma plebut ba frena noa obama galeo otake anyua kefia bala no komo kokko vea o kona no le fima ko ba kokko ina de amabugo ba storm aloko amabugo ba storm tanane komo gele ke jere fima to ba na do afore ngara nemi senane mebedi du konto don to ba du office na do gele du ko amo am one office le fima no ga duma enya se a jebagba ni di ane pale fima ko na yi na ma pe da be di o gana na je mana na gele office ne kama galo o be to ko o de fima american national service wo ma o ko le fima o le office le fima wa do ano ji du ko me betas ga o de ma no dudun ke ma wo pe ade o ma po agbede nwo pe no gbona mi wa
all right
yeah when da gbona to mo do one for ma
bajagba
da flache ECG ó fẹ́ container pẹ̀lú gbogbo ó fẹ́ búra àbọ̀ last minute àmì ó gaba gbogbo yẹn mọ́ pọ̀ àgbẹ̀ container àgbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú náà ó lẹ̀ tẹ̀pẹ́rẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ adé fi kàwọ́ yìí ẹbí bi tó o bá bá gbàdú kọ́ ya bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò sọ àmẹ́rọ àlùlé kókó wọ̀ jù kọ́ ya minami tso kántìrì rẹ̀ kẹ́lá gbẹ̀yàdí o Ghana já níyàwó Ghana jákulẹ̀ níyàwó lẹ̀ mẹ́nyà sẹ́wó de mẹ́nyà sẹ́wó nyanya tẹ́ fẹ́ mẹ́ yìí fún ma jọ ó gbọ́ nyana ma ẹgbẹ́ fún náà jìnyẹn mẹ́ bọ́ mẹ́ fún ma fúlẹ̀ ń pọ́ tàmẹ́ gá yìí ó bá mi nyana kẹ́ mẹ́lẹ́ o fún yẹn kẹ́kẹ́ náà nyó tọ̀.
kẹ́kẹ́ náà nyó náà ọ̀kyẹ́ nyẹ́ bẹ́ national time bẹ́ let's be bold. Let's resist oppressors' rule. Let's resist oppressors' rule. Miami asalaw abalaka yo like bulebe elebenya jojo dollar obetini no tepresia de mekajibe we don't have all the resources to be everywhere. Eta mi ahia na mi chebe na mi senya de ya na be mi ache minya be mi ache mi azodeji akpobe leke du come ano elevede na mi abete be mi atudu kodo. Let's build a nation together. Is one of the things benya be temi le gbogbo. Agbanono dole madam yajio be mi akoto do kodo. Let's make sure be that selling me on agric office wako products over fertilizer o agbenmuku zazan o seed o kakamia nyala eyi de politician de bako dokume wako campaign anu ke o le bedi de ami yo hele ziavi gledela on zano ko wodo klefeto on zano ko wodo fidemi ayo edukome beti to wazan ko wodo di manamo ma me bete ovo ami yo ko le beni zan ko dagbelela o ma pe o be nada over to come when mana to come view national woman organizer regional woman organizer party officers o wa bua sinu aji akozugo to amana party to de deko na menye be mele party A mo la makpo mele party B mo la makpo ena be ngogbe yi le fu de na mi come. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Atakin.
Yes sir.
Atakin.
Yes sir, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, me all you know.
Yo.
I don't want to Frank play on touch.
You quite now.
Nice, okay.
Mesa.
Nya for work of here. Anu ke mi ele jo wo abeme gbonya ne wan di kwa bai.
na yire store do be afele no a pota ma he mahama no ziho no free fertilizer ma ke uno fertilizer e de lila de o store le gbome ni mata yo store na o le gbome na yira o ko hem eke henye government ho de jibo that's one who no time wako eyo ya akodara ni afọ eke hoyo to over hole agriculture go ko dareji ko wa gbogbo be ni one of the workers jira no le storm le hole simi po tane no of sala o park eke government ko da ni o park ma wa jira out of pity afio ba jira government le yira agriculture office abeleke for no gole do me around 2016-17 ni we ne yi insecticides go we ko akpole box ml fimi baga kpona ne ko kaka tan eba jebe sola anuala no gbagba ba da sene yire ko ba ko bela anuala eba to ani kora na ne keme gale fama ta mere keme ga abene ke le fi mi bla gbele de ko atno be ira to go afia nu we na ne ke ne gale si go ne yire fimi ba na ne keme le fimi gale fe yo da government institution o pete hela nyire emo o gba nu o pete look at that fertilizer matter no le jira le bombe even ko 500 cedi ko yo le jira la agriculture go 350 400 cedi look at ma is ma baflo keni o jawa gbo ko no wa dara me bubu wo gbo le hu gbo me le fi yako ke wa jira e ga ana ta jeni me governor agriculture wala ke yo lo direct ro dade ke fe bubu look at mi na gbo no re mi no le duko ya mele ko mi adon mi afa du me he mi le tela look he mi afela ko dagbala he ako wa do ke ndu ga no duko me se mi apo adu tela ogale no pete si dera ni amebu ame government amoroko le popo le me wa dra ne nyo ya gabibi ukata fikia ma no ne siwe
adefu
ya ko gana pete ba wa basa de bo corruption nya ke be zanu dudu nya kere bo de ba do fiefo agomere amere agbere ni kuku be le tu ada so ngolike ka ke no le tu ada so ngolike de denye jidudu fe nu ya nya no kokko wa no kokko anu dudu by heart ne ma ko le se na le no ho na lam ya do ko de luke hwa wana me ko ya ma me peti mi le go be be a mi le go be de no lam ya kwa no ko no la mi si le property so no ko le na mi ti le pe fu abele ke mi o ti mi le fu pele du ko me ne ike ki ame ne
akpe anado le yo be kama kama le na be edbi atamere de to de kakuna ingogbela edi fu na won to pe fu be to be ti ya yare kamele ji o manu agbedidi o matadu bendu abati beti abazu fukpela bideku amerika me kanon hunde de ojio mano do rekemedi duko do me vi wano hunde o gamelio leka ya afia dundu leka ya afia dovu leka ya afia ifi akewe manager la hobeti le dudu edu gabeti le devio gbobeti for fiu de vio le fukpe hun ye obeti de oledi kajme ya yara wonye o na mesia menedu na mesia menekpo edenedu. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, sir. What's on?
Oh, I'm a gun. For a cajuro.
Oh, R4.
Oh.
What's on?
What's on? Yet, near politics. Because of continue beaucoup over reo oma blane maboko kona po video na pole ke yato over kaka light kaya ko kovi over ko junne miaulo oh Ghana ai
enya sesen adefu
enya yari sesen to be no vinya de na ta kaji ava no me aujidem the entity any party ike mo le bono Ghana na kuboje amemare na tefeto elebe o poto ga len kurigen to dukinchi me ba mara ke len kure ngolo ye to len kure dukinchi entity never again because can you read back can you major running make your can ba mi aba running make nkan kan hin afa ko abuna vo ha napo e wo fimu ya
Bedeku mata
mini le kama ko joge olo
gbejida mata ano our judgment hadel
afo akonya no brandi kaka me banya ko nya no re mafi
ade mo bo la cocaine bo de cocaine bo o di tip 4 mais
$50
million ka koreji fine na suba ko vaina ka ke ko nyeba amade chukota ovali ka ke miomi ga do ka jere suspect mi ko bere anwo do we marepo yo na line bere mi ve la baya ka ke onyemi yo ga suspect are nene ma committee na ga hondo ko ko gbo agba ga bere koko nte we ejo pon tene mo to kari mi ma ga no gbo me afo amount to confirm bere me ya o eten wala yuwe ya ife na benya ma gbo be afo mede kulo ndiam ma nyom nyota ama gbia
obejina fa bekajibe na ebe le nkude no obete na fe obala ame ye hole no obete la Côte d'Ivoire ocho alo Benin ocho alo Burkina Faso yo ocho apele do yo anya nkunu na obena anya ba ame ye obete Ghana to nya fe. They are from Ghana, Ghanaians, and they are doing this to their own brother and sister. One ton of view and have of vina kpefua. Where are we going? In fact, good morning.
Good morning, Abuya. Weke agbongoka.
Wake to wezo.
You are to Bella for the time.
To Bella for wezo.
Ah, yeah, Abuya. Weke agbongoka.
Wake.
Manaku, Yaha, we am a phone chodi. Abuya. Nigga, Yabon Gonola. Ube yon young. Aklo Jukwa. Namia, Ayo Majala, Yaku Jama. Yami ko ga. Go. Aflo mbe yokoba dukwa me. Le yokoba wonye dukwa. Ye na jidudu ma ba so si oko. Ele ko gbogbo ne kwe. Gbo ga ba dane yevu o malologa. Aga ko de aga ship. Aga ko ilo de abajare. Afoya mo mo fi jojo yen. Ta fla tenu. Mo mo fi jojo. Oh, du keme mi la be Africa na ga gbogbo ko nwa ko kada ye ba yo ba si jire o ngba ko ga na Chinese ololo ko ga ba ja tare ye ba ma do na ni aduma view jiru wa ba ni support ameyo authority no le go asima pas kaka jola port ẹnibọ kú yamakulu mọ ọ yamamọ kata wọn kú mọ pẹlẹ ame olóńgọ olùbọdì ame onye tatọ lẹfúbàdì ọkùnrin pẹsẹ ọkùnrin ìdẹbọ wọn dò mọ afi dùkọ ẹnata sọrọ nkọrọ lẹmi ọwọ ọmọ náà rẹ afọyẹ ó fífi amẹmí ó alẹmí afifire omi ẹmí ọlànyigbàre omi ẹfiẹmẹ lẹẹba lẹ dọọbẹrẹ lẹnàlẹlẹ àtàfíàbàjẹrà lẹnà kọsọfàn wọn ọkpọ ọbẹ gàtọ. Ma fia no la ni abadu duma viona ma jemia wa ba ya me la ni ba ploro ba ni aso bo na wonu na mare e fu na mi amaro aba mare kana ta no kwa mo klasare na juko amanata zorango e bi ya maji mo gafa wa magboro ba asikala o yelo no fa be yo ba ko dure wo ko duka kaka mo fo ko ojo o ga ba lido ta
akpẹ bẹni yomi miabẹ silao mia akọ yọla wunu de figbọn gaji bẹni bẹ anamọnu amẹsi amẹla mẹyin avi miabẹ te miagbọ akẹnya kwenye nyarika bẹ miatrọ miabẹ susu atrọ miabẹ adanwo. Corruption starts from the mind. Where we can change our mindset and change our attitude. Abeleke komla gbolebe attitude na change. Yen hear me de. Thank you very much. Let's change our life. Me na pastor o no fudu na soleme view body dasi corruption. Mi ache mi ayo yo kele radio ji mi ano mi bagba oje. Mi an toche mi aja mi bagba obe mi ana be to come na nyu corruption nejo na yebe ngogbe yi never na mi abete akpena mi a ho do me chuchu ya de. Donc jibe mi le no fogba cho mi afonu pele MCO ko chia nominee yo omenye MCO Hadel alabe assembly de dasero jigbo mia afudu pele NS Adevo ikenye DC nominee na North Dai mia doje play madizi crowd na ga mecheli mia apunu pele MC na ho central ho municipality o gafia be mizu metropolitan assembly. Well, it's on paper. Me have any proof of that yet? I don't. Me agbobe is metropolitan. I there yoga. Okay. Me akwesi gbegbo. Stephen Adom, congratulations. Bo. Me ado jekplo emegbe. Anya obe jijeme kokude nomination ya o. Me be la Global Morning Show. Stay with us.
Africa.
One 105.1 FM. We are still live on Facebook as well and across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we have on the line the DCE nominee for North Dine. Goes by the name Mr. Ennis Adevon. Is on the line with us. Good morning, boss.
Good morning, my brother.
Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
All right.
And good morning to your listening public.
Great. Well, first of all, I want to say a big congratulations for getting the nod from the president to be the MC, the DC nominee for North Dine. Congratulations, boss.
Thank you very much.
How did this information come to you? How did you take it?
It is a mixed reaction. I felt some joy, but at the same time, there was some kind of sadness in me because the sadness when I wished my mother were alive today to see this day.
Wow.
She was a strong stout party member, and I have sacrificed a lot for my party, and it has always been my dream to one day assume this responsibility to see that the development of my district. It has always been my dream that I believe in local development.
That's it.
So my dream is always to see my communities develop.
Good.
And for that reason, when this appointment came from the president, I think the joy in me was so much that I wept.
Wow.
I wept. Not because I don't deserve it, but because of the sacrifices I've made for over 24 years now. And the friends that I have lost, vilifications. My brother.
There's a lot I mean, with your expression, there's a lot that has gone on.
It's not easy. But I am happy.
Great.
I am happy for the appointment.
Great.
And I believe that I will never disappoint the president.
That's good.
And the good people of North Dai. I worked so hard to make the president and the party very proud. I know every nook and cranny of North Dai. I have been in North Dai for the past 24 years doing party work. I know the challenges of every corner. And I believe that I am going to deliver.
Great. And we wish you well as well. Biame Aselao, North Dai, this DCE nominee, La Piame Nami, Mijimea Adu Jekple, Makajibe, Amibe Tele Miabakosele North Dai, La, Ejina Jomi Bemi Level Kosegba, Api, Wanabubu Ajegome, Ta Mile Jedukle, DC nominee, Ike Ochia, Dukome Kulalo, President John Dramani Mahama, Tia Bewakpolo, DCE, Akplo, North Dai, to Honorable, but to me, Anya, Allo, North Dai, to Chobu Anya, Obe Vision. Agbeho menyabe ebe itibe anam gogbe yineva North Dai. Akemeti mi anya obe vision na development na North Dai district. Leke a plan a call achieve. Tado jino wenye ka.
Okay. Ewa ben ya pe bela ingba me vide ta ya me de ginredo. Ta ya ten trasi na nam vide ade ginye.
Kade mezo da actor sem yaban kozo am. Mila babia sebe no kanye over vision na North Dai district kokude develop along gogbe yinya o leke enyo be plan ko be na ko achieve
yo akpe lubanto ima agboro yin be wada pe na North Dai no to me to bete be o kana jinye eyi o ko de mebe maten wodo e ya ta Duprolache, where Dejesi put us in. And we have a Dejesi in a Duta, a city island of Dai, 9 traditional areas, Choho traditional area, Botuku traditional area, Chukwe traditional area, Vaku, Amfredia, Aveme, Abati, Chome Sabadu, Duko. Aseke eveme peku ya amuga metu amuga tosisi ele choho ele chukwe ele aveme ele botuku ele abati ele usuta no keni atenwo nye uyile nye jiji nye be ya aten ada agbele pale ni apechi kiki ma o ko yera mi de agbete deje be ni uyike aten akpon vide leme nenye be manya agbete la otija we ko ni adagbele ku didi me won popo asumia sinya ten dagbele ku didi me agbete junior North Dai ni to me agbicha mi amoyo be te
yes
no kana pa du ko me be te abe vaku pre anfaga ni to me ya mi di eten gbele wole kake no keke je bada kwenye be etija we ko mi di eten gbele anye nyejiji be ma akogbo anongo ni awo North Dai wanye agblede du alo agblede tuxɔdu yi ke efia me bete ni ate wa anɔ agbetsa alo te sapla ne dukɔ me te be yaƒe agblede la tso akpɔ vidi le agbledede me dziɖuɖu alo ndc gɔọmenti miaƒe ɖoɖo yiwo mi kɔ de tome be miavu farmer centers o kple etiawo de ade mia dzi awɔe be manɔ ŋgɔ miakɔ agbledede anye nu gbãtɔ evelia mia akpɔ gbɔ be edɔwɔna alo anɔ sɔhɛwo si leke miawɔe miwɔe be abe dziɖuɖu miana miaƒe sɔhɛ woatrɔ dɔ asinu dɔ be edɔwɔbi anɔ wo si be eyi aɖevi yiwo woado le suku aɖe ƒu ko be yewo yi ge teƒe le wosi woamlɔ ame ɖe gbɔ li woaba dze o menya o woaba tsi gbɔme le ge miadzi be alo madzi be manɔ ŋgɔ le nɔfdain miatsi nu manu be dɔwɔbi anɔ mia viwo si eɖawɔwɔ awutɔtɔ ewɛdadɔ bigladɔ kple kabintadɔ enye nu yi miaƒe party be miate ŋu akɔ apprenticeship program miakɔwo de dɔfialawo te axefe na wo dɔfialawo nenye be wodo tse miakakɔ dɔwɔnu de wo si manɔ ŋgɔ ne ɖoɖo yi le nɔfdain be woava me adze fiato adze gato maɖia ni kɔ ɖe na miaƒe nutometɔwo mawɔ gakɔnta na wo emakɔ emɔ yawo miakpɔbɔ be mia trɔ asi le miaƒe mɔ yawo vevietɔ va kpɔ kɔ yi ɖe wusuta mɔ anfɔe gã post office kɔ yi ɖe avaga aveti kple anfɔe gã kple va kpɔ bɔtome mɔwo edze mi le ŋku ɖe wo enye nu yiwo le ŋgɔ nam wònye nu veve le nye dzidzi be aƒe be kɔ dɔ da ɖe alo nye office nɔnɔ mi va mi wo fɛ de miakpɔ ŋudzedze be emɔ yawo wokpɔ ŋgɔ yi to miaƒe dziɖuɖu wo agbagba nye.
Akpɛ beti magabia be kadodo ka le asiwo kɔku ɖe ewo kple dukɔmevi yiwo ke le nɔfdain kple fiawo dome kadodo nyuie ɖe le.
Akpɛ mele megblɔ do ŋgɔ be nɔfdain la me le district menye eƒevi o mewɔ dɔ le party me abe branch secretary mewɔ dɔ abe deputy concerned secretary mewɔ dɔ abe secretary eye megawɔ dɔ abe assembly member elected government appointee medubai megawɔ dɔ abe finance and administration subcommittee chairman assembly ta mele nufia le Anfoega secondary school mebla veyi ta nye kadodo kple dzilawo kple dukɔmeviwo le fi de enye kadodo nyuietɔ ese ale gbegbe eye wòakpɔ be dukplɔla ƒe gbeƒãɖiɖi ke va be woto asi dzi nye ne enye dzidzɔ blibo wòakpɔ be enya amewo ƒe dzidzi be yewoakpɔ be amewo ke wo xa dedo ne party ene wokpɔ nɔƒe alo kpɔ ɖuƒe le gɔvmenti me ta nye kadodo kple dukɔmeviwo le nɔfdain enye kadodo nyuietɔ si ke naneke ma atitue ɖewo manɔ megbe na mawɔ dɔ alo manɔ ŋgɔ miklo mia anɔ ʋua me akɔ va de miaƒe dzeƒe o.
Ya efiawo metɔ asi fiawo dzi na mese fiatɔ efiawo kple mp ke le nɔfdain kadodo nyuie le mia dome kple ŋgɔgbe yi nyawo.
Akpɛ magblɔ na kple kakanedzi tɔ metorola be ti be kadodo nyuietɔ le nye kple yi sewɔtakpekpe menɔla dome vevie ɖe gawu tse miaƒe fiawo nye ŋutɔ ɖi efia sã me metu le ŋgɔ kple tɔkpa me ta me ŋdie bubu miaƒe fia wowu ale gbegbe ta kadodo nyuietɔ le nye kple miaƒe fiawo be ti dome ta awɔe be miaƒe dɔwɔna dze gbɔngɔ yi gbe atsɔ afɔ.
Ok, akpɛ mia adasi le wo be na adzo gbɔ me kadzi be mp assembly members wo wole asi da ɖe dziwo gbe me kadzi be wokpɔ be dɔwɔna xoxo eye woakpɔ be exɔ zie abe DC na nɔfdain. Cockpit don't kwenye be mile buglobe be kajibe kadudure nyue to ano sikple assembly members wala be assembly members wona da sedeji vote be na ahozi abe DC na North Dine eta be kajibe assembly members wa da sedoji abeleke du kombe kula chiao be na zu DC na North Dine to
ya nyanya be tinya be do kake ni join be menye assembly man ko topo ta novinya yu the economy no assembly ko kadudu nye to le mi adume e the economy le ajedu wile mu fu isi ayi se ke mi awawanyu yo che wako ngoyi na wo fanu tu so ombe ta kadudu nye to le mi adume alegbegbe ta me kareji be le yawo dagbe kaka gavene fola novinya wu assembly members wa komdeme e wa dodu la che peta deji Jichopopo Ava, the North Day.
All right. Akpeno, be Academia G, Mr. NS Adevo, be Apurukulemi. Thank you very much.
Akpekaka,
all right. Apeto even come yesela aya du come klola His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Chabe wano North Dine tonu. Donc jibe ameyo hele North Dine wenye amfuegato vakboto wusutato trukpe botokuto che olembe chocho avate pele avame alonge avame okay avate pele chome sabadu to bi do bona mi abe disi no mi ni enyemi ben kom yese ebe ila agbaje be ya na ben gogbe yi na va agbredede a azu nuike ano very attractive le mi abe no to me carpenter do pleti obetila watu deji efiao bia be mi supporti do me vioche mi supporti MPO che ne pa side hu be do come na ingo aya be egbedasi onami mi ka gbo be congratulations to NS Adevo. All right. Na megbache mi ajagba ache kakple bia do the whole municipal assembly and our very own Stephen Adom mia afunu kple ya che mia asebe nyawo kogude whole municipality bengogbe nyawo mi po doyo ke former MC wo e kawe watawa ka wo atudeji lukawe nyenu yi o ga waka cover be whole municipality to mi akpo jijo den gogbe yi nyawo le mi apenu to me ele fe den to be mia akpo MC le mi apenu to me adawu kawe le ka dodo kawe le ngogbe nyawo kawele kachacha nyue to le do comme view ple MC oduma kaje me kachacha nyue me le wala ngogbe nyawo ple do na wa defuna MC ale gbegbe ta elebe do comme view betenu hwede ji be yo nlo de ji tututu be wa ple yo assembly members o cheni hwede ji no lo de ji tututu be na wa ple yo me kaje be mi club biography alo be achievement una mi echo e be is a very well educated person. Is an administrator. Over administration doyela is very good at that. He can do very well. Ake elebere get a dodgy abi mi po mi son koza. Ni get a dodgy mi po get dona o ayida. Eta wa hia be mi ada sedeji be wa ayideji azu MC na home municipality. Madi ko mi ajagba po be mi atacha ka pe be mi bete mi asebegbe. So gbantole wanaji. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Global Morning Show. Bakaji be miano agbaje nenye mi chaka kplea mia asebe agbedasio. Ladies and gentlemen, go for a short break, and when we come back, mia ajagbabe mia atrasi de mia for newspaper review on our own. We know this is a Global Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to remind
Evangelical Church. Happy birthday to you. And also to Patricia Janko as well, Moro, Adam at Ziavi, and Angela Mensa, teacher at EP Malco Girls Senior High School. Happy birthday to all of you. And it's 45 minutes past 7. We'll go straight to the newspaper review. And it's time for us to jump straight into all the latest on the front pages of the newspapers. Top newspapers are going to be telling you about all that is on their headlines. Franca Boys here. Good morning. How are you doing?
Great.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Right. So let's go straight to the newspapers. What do you have?
I have a number of issues here on the front pages and a few papers, and today I have a very few of them.
Okay.
But let's see what they even unfold. So let me take you to the Republic Press. Very honestly, the issue is all about CJ removal, CJ and the rest. So CJ seek clarity, asks for petition copies and amidst removal talks.
Yeah.
Then also concerning the 40 containers issue, the container missing, 13 arrested, 40 containers retrieved in ECG container scandal. That's on the front page of the Republic Press. Let me take you to the Daily Graphic. Also reported the same issue. Chief Justice request for petition. Otafo MP sue AG over CJ removal process. So you see a number of them going to court. Only God knows what is coming to happen. Then NIB smashes $350 million cocaine haul. So that's also in the news. The Republic Press, one story here says GJA president donate to Alajo Mosque ahead of Eid al-Fitr.
That'll be on Sunday, Monday.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Then let me take you to the Informer. Oforiata storm caught again. Cries over OSP wanted tag. Then petition against removal of CJ, lawyer fought Mahama for procedure. And then also the Minister of Youth and Development, Opari, is also here. Said, don't sacrifice your dreams for red. Don't sacrifice your dream for red. So, you know, there's a program, they say red means stop.
Yes.
So, he's out there speaking to the youth. Then the last paper, let me take you to the last paper, Business and Financial Times. On the economy, over half of African countries face debt crisis. So, is it half or all of them?
Most of them.
So, and it's in a way, so it's also related to the corruption issue you put out today. If there is so much corruption, that's why we'll be running to them to go and borrow.
Of course.
And but if we can all be fair to ourselves, I'm not sure some of these things will be happening.
We'll be at a better place.
Yes, that is the purpose.
All right. So let me give you some details here about so-called SHS or SHTS. They reopen with safety assurance from authority, and of course, let me just give you just a little detail on that. So-called Senior High Technical School in the Volta region has officially reopened for academic activities following its closure on February 23rd, 2025, due to a violent clash between some students and the community youth. So school authorities have assured parents of enhanced security measures to ensure the safety of students The closure was prompted by an incident on February 22nd when about 42 students, we already know about those stories, with the local, youth as well. So this has made them to close down the school. Now we are hearing that the school has been reopened. But question is that how is the relationship going to be like between the students and the people in the town now?
Yes.
The students are still going to go to town. What are these people going to do to them?
Yes.
Are the issues settled before they open? Those are major concerns.
You are very right on this. And seriously, I've been asking questions. And concerning even the committee form, I am reliably informed that even none of the staff members is part of the committee.
Can you imagine?
It's not a member of the committee, yet they try. Ojabagba, Lenya Ofu, Nyarofu, School View Nova School. So in all this I've been saying, ever job, School View Office, School Equal Viverena, they don't even factor in any other thing.
That's bad.
You see, even
safety is
this discipline thing we are talking about, what are the disciplinary measures they have put across right now? If you have okay, hey, the Vielga get a pojila, a second place, Hanene, ele was or eki, my pity they can do. I don't.
And it's bad. I mean, in Jilala, I'll be worried a little bit.
Yes. I'm going to to Horace School, if you pity, what are the engagement, what are the conversation with them? You need to know of all this. And if never committee members or chase we have on, oh, and Yakama talk and leggy had all, and Yaka got a secret.
I'm Yona Wapia Nya village. Maybe to me that's me bossing Yaojide. How can we get information?
So, one can kill a veneral committee member, and you make boy in your bed, or you better no troy, Skunuang or the Dukwa, on the tongue or the Dukwa, Mortala, no troy no Wang or the Dukwa, Equal.
Your best security video.
No.
That's bad.
What will happen tomorrow is not important. It's not important today.
We should know what security measures they put in place. Now the viewer, the dino, police, and no the viewer can do. We have to have some information at least about this whole thing. But safety, very important. Many even our passes some they go about Buagno. It's wrong. All right, so let me do this one that you come in. NIB intercept cocaine worth $350 million from Takoradi to Accra. Interesting time. It's a huge consignment of cocaine, totaling about 3.3 tons, has been intercepted by the National Intelligence Bureau while being transported from the western region to Accra. During the operation at Pedu Junction in Cape Coast on March 4th, 2025, authorities discovered about 143 bags of cocaine hidden under sand in a tipper truck traveling from Takoradi to Weija in Accra. All the way from Takoradi to Weija. That's a long distance. And the truck carrying two individuals was intercepted following intelligence gathering operation by the NIB. So field testing by the Narcotic Control Commission confirmed that the substance was a raw cocaine. The initial seizure of weight 2,974 kilograms. My people, this is not a joke. All right, so further intelligence also operation on March 8th led NIB officers to a suspect home where they recovered about 13 additional bags and one bag of suspected cocaine totaling about 345 kilograms, according to a report by 3news.com. This is a very serious case. Cocaine, and this over test cocaine is a high standard cocaine.
Oh yeah,
pure cocaine. You
are so red. I was so red.
Red low. And cocaine is very expensive.
Oh, yes.
So how were they able to eat Charlie?
Well, we are told it. So this brings the conversation concerning our borders. Using fishing vessel. So akro ekpole chejide nu ke holova ye de miafe chido wala navy
cocaine to chiji o meta check you
yeah we ma
takaba do gbobe do to porteji get the track
at least
do to age matio I mean Ghana we need to do something.
It's free.
This is serious. This is serious. If you are not successful, what do we jala? I mean, a hit.
Nenya do fima yako a hit. One or bala vida no dona me away. No dona me away. I'm more of a power for Majo. But this is only small. To quit talk quick me because the bigger ones are out there. many benefit, and you see, this is what I call a regular. I make it over the business over, and this me say, and honestly, some of the successful men in this country, I've been asking, she do why like a like gbogbo kekpo, and you may be ana. Na enye businessman and we didn't want in Nigeria like I may say me we do woman no flow dollar ale jime yi ake we ale gakpo isa le huye yi we play le hoye yi we tu kaka me no play private jet we me so think I do while sigbe and some of these things they are just they are just there that our security agencies can leverage on it and ask questions and do some arrest.
Kennedy Japan most of the politicians are dealing in cocaine.
Oh yes.
Yes. They are dealing cocaine. And you have a big polar cocaine that the two ship Jigaka get a Ghana.
I'm more diplomatic passport or do airport go. They don't check them, they just go like that.
I mean, don't know any ordinary person, you know. Somebody who is a top hierarchy. Because I corner to ship Jia to border, yes. And Obola party wamefe or Isaac Kwe as a quick play Kenneth Kobina.
You see,
they have to fish out the source of these people.
Those were the unfortunate people. The driver of the tipper truck and the mates. They are the unfortunate. The main people. The King Kong and and before you get them, it's not going to be easy.
They should trace the people. I mean, you will call cocaine and now when you call the woman, you find out from the person.
It's a conversation between them that when they arrest you, I don't know you. You don't know me.
By now, I'm going to see that.
Yeah, like I swear.
Pick up information, they are gone. Fly out. In fact,
you see, some pharmaceutical companies, so they need it.
Yeah, I told you, yeah.
No. They should give it to the pharmacies, the pharmacy companies, to produce drugs.
With cocaine.
That's what they use for processing.
That
is why I knew that I'm plainly they should just give it to them for their this one. No call prepare drugs, and we need it here. We need it. No call a match here. At least we'll be fine. Many cocoa no toju ya no one. What to agba package ya ba toju ndere nyere me ya toju. Yes. Away from the cocaine issue, let me take you to the GES. So GES reschedules reopening date for single track schools. How many single track schools do you know?
Single track school, I don't know. All of them are double tracked. Well, only the private schools are single.
Oh no.
Are there schools that have single track?
Yes. So currently, for some time, we are running double track and single track. So school like Ola, Marco, all the senior high schools you are seeing in school currently, they are running double track. Ola, Marco, they are in school.
So which one?
But when you get to the village, for example, Taviope, Taingbe, Xian, Betoe, they are on holidays. They are the single track schools.
Oh, okay.
So, Okemo, they are supposed to resume, I think next week Monday. All of a sudden, let Tarega Dobe, Ogagbo reschedule, Oga shift to reopening date, then go back. So you see the inconsistencies in the calendar, and it goes a long way to affect academic work.
That's it.
Meanwhile, these people already complaining about double track, touch only enough time have like class. When single track, touch or cola wale, back up pity one nine so hang on the same exam. Eke ngola academy tole presec boys eke ngolole ya me to chola ngologe ba bianye be make eke le fo pegele to go home.
The same exam.
Yes, but let me take you to the detail a bit. So the Ghana Education Service has rescheduled the reopening date for single track senior high schools from March 29th to April 23rd.
So they're resuming by.
So in actual fact, tomorrow is supposed to be the reopening day.
How? So
yes. So they have shifted it to 23rd April, which is a good news anyway. This change was outlined in a circular dated March 27, 2025, and addressed to all regional education directors. The letter signed by Prince C. Ajiman Dua, Director of the School and Instructions Division, on behalf of the Acting Director General of the GES, directed regional directors to ensure the information reach all relevant stakeholders. By quote, by this letter, regional directors of education are requested to communicate this information to all heads of single track senior high schools, senior high and senior high technical schools, to inform parents, guidance, and students to take note of the new date and prepare accordingly. Wow. The statement reads. So basically, and also the reason for rescheduling is this. Students are originally scheduled to resume March 29th following their vacation on March 4th. However, due to the Eid al-Fitr, public holiday on March 30th and 31st, the reopening date was initially pushed to April 1st, 2025. Further consideration led to the extension to the April 23rd. So the statement from the Ministry of Interior explained that Eid al-Fitr fall on Sunday, March 30th, and as a result, the President, through Executive Instrument EI, had declared Monday 31st and Tuesday 1st April as additional public holiday. However, in view of the fact that 30th March 2025 falls on Sunday, and in the interest of the public, His Excellency the President of the Republic, by his executive instrument in accordance with Section 2 of the Public Holiday and Commemorative Days Act at 6:01, declares Monday, and so blah blah, all these things. The reasons that they are citing here, to me, is because they are coming to celebrate something. So you give holidays for 2 days, and you have shifted the reopening date to 23rd.
Well, that one is too far. Maybe after the celebration, 1 week after, they should just go.
They should just go. Even 1 week is too much. Maybe in 2 days, making so 2 days holiday and additional 2 days, 4 days is enough. So the reasons are not cited here.
I think the 23rd is too far away. They should have brought it back a little bit. 15th, 10th, it will be better.
You see,
but far away, 23rd, it's just way too long.
And you're working.
I guess let me still be on the double track issue here. There's a story here that said the double track system private schools to accommodate 150,000 students. 150,000 students.
Yes.
So the Deputy Minister for Education, Dr. Clement Lapak, has announced that 150,000 students will be placed in private schools through the centralized school selection and placement system. So speaking on the 2025 budget in Parliament, the Deputy Minister explained that the initiative aims to phase out the double track system. He disclosed that 430 schools and TVET institutions are still operating under the double track system. Yes. So he says that, according to him, he believes that combining strategies such as expanding infrastructure, funding placement to private schools can restore normalcy to our educational system. So it means that what it means is that people are going to apply for senior high school and they are going to place them in private schools. Government is going to place you in private school.
Yes.
So you can apply for Ula Senior High School and then you go to Sunrise.
Yes.
They can place you at Sunrise.
Exactly. If that's how they are going to do it, then it's good. So that means they are going to add all the private schools to the portal. So that when you are going to select, you still select
private school.
Private school. That's where you want to go. But so this is
by the school, they pay school fees there. How they go to?
And so there is going to be a conversation between government and the private schools that every student, for example, you are going to pay us 1,500 cedis. Every student too. And that's I say maybe. So if that conversation should be held and there's a common ground, and the thing that if you like, as a private school owner, if you like, you enroll. You enroll, then you wait for the money to come. You use it to feed the students. That's it. That's if only you have the capacity. That's it. And this idea is to just to diffuse the double track system. They just want to do away with the double track system. So I've been saying that, and I'll say it again today. Adding private school is not any strange thing.
Do they have the facility?
That is another.
Do they have labs?
That is one of the questions.
ICT lab.
Because I can tell you that if they are going to write what is that students are still traveling from these single track schools to go to the schools like Maoli to go and write science practical exam. Student do science ko deep law for them what science practical exam. Which is giving room for copy. You see, and all these things I've been saying, other schools are already struggling. They are struggling with enrollment. Why didn't you satisfy the village schools before adding the private schools?
But who would want to apply to the village school? They will nobody want to apply to Taviefe Senior High School.
Who says so?
They will not.
Who says so?
They want to go to Mauli School.
And so it is left with the government to prove to these parents that, please, your ward can still do well if, for example, there is a school at Hojo, there is a senior school at Aiboboy. Your ward can still do well there. So send your word there. Allow your word to go. Not that send. Allow your word to go, because it's not the parents that normally choose their school for them. It's the teachers that help the students to choose some of these schools.
They have to make sure that they have good facilities there. Adola network
good.
And they
if
want
you
to
talk
do
about
ICT lab, how are they going to connect?
And so that's why it's left with the government to convince parents to allow their words to go, so that following up they provide all these things to get the school running, to get the environment conducive enough to host them. Do you understand? And another factor is government should be up and doing to provide them all these things: textbooks, ICT lab, the science lab thing that we are talking about. So see, some schools, they are only happy if you give them school bus. If you give them school bus alone, they are happy.
Schools,
you see,
schools don't have school
to enhance the school. That's all. Provide teachers. Teachers, anyway, teachers are everywhere, but all of them want to go teach at the big schools. You see, get them there. Post the teachers there to go and teach. Motivate the teachers. That ends it all. You see, anyway.
I'm sure some private schools don't really they have good facilities only. They have everything. And I check private school, they do very well.
No school has everything.
Some of them.
No school.
Some private schools don't they are up to task. They have lab, they have.
But I'm telling you, no school has everything, because as we speak, pre-sec boys, they're also appealing for certain things. They are appealing.
There are over students who you shouldn't leave everything to Ghana government.
The government tell a promise.
All students who they are capable. Me jagba me acted me school me to ICT lab now school. They are well to do. People will torture toncho.
Yes,
they've done well. All right, so let me take you to the issue between the Chief Justice and the President, and about requests for petitions that the Chief Justice has written to the Presidency in a formal letter, addressing the whole Council of State as well as the President as well. And so he says that this is a letter. It's a request to be given copies of petitions submitted against Justice Gertrude Araba Saba Sake Tokuno, Chief Justice, before conclusion of consultation between His Excellency the President and the Council of State under Article 146, Clause 6. This is a letter. It says, respectfully, on the night of Tuesday, 25th March 2025, a communication from the Presidency was circulating on social media announcing that the President has received 3 petitions for my removal as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, pursuant to Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. The communication further stated that the President had forwarded the 3 petitions to the Council of States to commence the consultation process mandated by Article 146, Clause 6 of the 1992 Constitution. Respectfully, as you are no doubt aware, it is the most fundamental precept of the common law and our constitutional dependency ingrained into the justice delivery process, that no consideration that affect the right of a defendant can be made unless the defendant has been given notice of the content of charge and an opportunity to respond to them. Further, no defendant can be subjected to a trial unless the preliminary process of receiving their response has been adhered to. This form part of the age-old odi alteram partem rule of natural justice. And so this is the message from a very lengthy one, and continues says, up to the date of 27 March 2025, I have not been shown the 3 petitions mentioned in the communication of the 25th March 2025 or given an opportunity to respond to them, which materialize is expected to form the premise for the consultation between the Council of State and His Excellency President under the Article 146 Clause 6 as to whether there is a need to set up the Committee of Inquiry described in Article 146 Clause 6 and 146 Clause 7 for the trial of any issues raised. As you are aware, when a petition for the removal of a Superior Court judge under Article 146 Clause 1 is forwarded to the Chief Justice, the first requirement of due process is for the Chief Justice to bring the petition to the attention of the accused judge and to obtain their response to the petition. This is the right afforded every citizen in justice delivery, and it is provided for in the Article 146 procedure. In my time as Chief Justice, I have handled 5 such petitions for removal of Superior Court judges and heard from them before determining whether a prima facie case has been made against them to merit the setting up of the investigative committee provided for under Article 146. I think if you give me time, we'll continue and read it all. It is the combination of the evidence in the petition and the response of the judge that guides the Chief Justice to determine as a sole inquirer under Article 146 Clause 3 whether a prima facie case has been established against the judge to merit the setting up of the investigative committee of 3 justices and 2 eminent citizens to conduct a hearing of the complaint against the judge pursuant to Article 146 Clause 6. And finally, the last paragraph says, respectfully, in the case of the Chief Justice, please allow me to submit that it is the combination of the evidence in the petition and the response of the Chief Justice that provides the material for consultation between His Excellency, the President, and the eminent members of the Council of State and Article 146 Clause 6. These 2 sources serve to guide whether a prima facie case has been established such that a committee of inquiry should be set up under Article 146 Clause 7 to inquire into whether the Chief Justice may be removed from office or not. And it says this is the direction of the Supreme Court in the case of Ajay Chum versus Attorney General and Akwete 2005-2006. I am by this letter humbly and respectfully asking His Excellency, the President and eminent members of the Council of State to forward the petition against me to me and allow me at least 7 days after receipt of same to provide my response to you, which response can then form part of the material that you can conduct the consultation anticipated under Article 146 Clause 6 before the possible setting up of a committee of inquiry under 146 Clause 7. Thank you very much, and in anticipation of consideration of these matters of due process that I have humbly placed before you, respectfully submitted, and is signed by Chief Justice Gertrude Sake Tokuno, Chief Justice. One thing that interests me is that submit it to me. Yeah, he said forward the petition against me to me.
Yes,
and allow me to at least
respond. I can see Chief Justice don't want to be like Dampari. Maybe a Naikone coach. She's behaving like a normal normal traditional inchu. Mana yako adeluka kanetori Men na ko kuosi bi o. Da ele gbagbala. You see, some of these things.
By this letter, is it right or wrong?
She's very right. Considering the constitution, she's very right to let me say request. But what I want to say is, we were all in this country. Similar things happens, and Chief Justice, the current Chief Justice, has been in the office there as a High Court or Supreme Court judge or whatever. I don't know, but it's a judge. They couldn't add their voice, but all of a sudden they are telling us right now that okay, this is the way to go. How do you consume? You remember the issue of Charlotte Osei removal? She requested for the petition, but she has been denied. Tamekponke to petition against her Olugake Onyela office,
and she was a judge at that time.
Yes, Tokonu was a judge. They couldn't add their voice. They couldn't call the president. No, president. No, whatever the lady is requesting for is right. So give it to her. But all of a sudden, we see some lawyers running to court to let the president know that yes, this is the way to go. This is the right thing to do. Meanwhile, all these people were there before it happens yesterday. What is good yesterday is equally good today.
So there's something that's coming after her to eat her up.
Yes.
That when it was somebody's turn, you did not give the person fair hearing.
Now
it's your turn, you are fighting for fair hearing.
And you see, this is not not only for Charlotte Osei. The first time the petition was raised against this woman by Professor Stephen Kweku Asare.
Yes.
On the 6th of January 2025, President Akufo-Addo wrote and debunked it, trash it. Against Tokonu.
Okay.
So let me read some few lines. It said, the petition was submitted by Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, cited allegations of misbehavior and incompetence against the Chief Justice. Upon review, the President observed several deficiencies. The President observed several deficiencies in the petition. The principal one were, first, the petition was submitted without supporting evidence or documentation to substantiate its claim. The allegations, including claims of panel reconstitution, issuance of practice direction, and purported constitutional breaches by the Chief Justice, were found to be unsupported by evidence. The petitioner failed to demonstrate any factual basis and provide credible documentation to substantiate these claims. And he has cited a lot of things here. So see, this is just the president when they submit the petition. President didn't serve Tokonu. He didn't give the copies to Tokonu to respond.
But he dismissed it.
By his own let me say findings, whatever his conclusions, whatever after reading the petition, they say what it involves several deficiencies.
That's from the president.
So
was she the chief? She was the Chief Justice at that time.
Yes.
When the petition was raised against
you,
the president did not call you to defend that.
No.
But he just dismissed it.
He just dismissed it.
Okay.
Yes.
But now there's another one that has come.
Yes.
The president did not. The president did not defend you.
Yes, they did not defend.
You want to defend yourself.
The president just gave it to the Council of State. Now form a committee, and you are now shouting, "I have to respond. I have to respond. Serve me first."
You want to defend?
Yes.
So they said there was a case that what the people were citing is that there was a case that there are two people in a court of law having some issue, and they said they've seen videos or pictures of her having dinner with one person.
Yes.
These are two people. You're having dinner severally with one person. So it shows that there's injustice in there.
Exactly.
It's not being fair to
and
the
that's
case.
What lawyer Martin Kpebo has been saying, that okay, if I have a case with you and you're supposed to be the referee, and we started the case, all of a sudden, we started seeing you with my opponent, having dinner, having lunch, having conversation with the other party. Is that not a breaches?
Several times.
There's a breaches. There's a constitutional breaches. So why should we even give you a fair hearing on it? Should we give you a petition to respond to the reason why you are having dinner, you're having lunch with my opponent in court?
Maybe you just want to say we just met there. It wasn't planned, so we just person came to meet.
And there are pictures, there are videos to support that. So this one, there's no need for serving her any copies to respond.
The people are also saying that those pictures might be AI generated.
What is AI generated? what picture? What image is it? You see, some of this is let's stop using some of this to confuse the public. There's nothing like AI generated pictures. There's nothing like that. See, a picture is picture. When you take camera and you operate the camera, it captures the image. Being video or a picture or a still picture.
But you know we have AI.
You can use it to edit. You can use the AI to edit that, to doctor that anyway, but it's not generated.
It's possible.
It's not generated.
It can be manipulated.
It can be manipulated. So they will try to adjust the face to resemble another person. Fine, it's also there. But what I want to say, the basis of image is to using a camera to capture an image. You see?
Yes.
That's what I wanted to make. So all these things, when you have the image there, as for image, it doesn't change. It will surely tell you the story.
For me not to be judgmental, I really want to ask her, why do you go and then be having dinner with somebody? Two people are having cases. I'm sitting
that
with
is
you.
a lot of things.
For me, it creates a kind of mentality that you want to come against me.
Yes, even the issue concerning Afeyomakin and the speaker, concerning the vacancy seat in parliament. How many days does it take this woman to pass judgment on the issue? That is the very reason why they started describing her as MPP women organizer. I heard some judge describe her as MPP womanizer and organizer, MPP women organizer. You see, and seriously.
The issue about the SAL also, she kept quiet on that.
Yes.
And then she was so much into
if you are in office,
sits,
if you are in office and you couldn't keep your surrounding clean, dolelo never to if you cannot keep your surrounding clean, you know where you are occupying is very sensitive, and you did not keep it. Can you imagine? Can you go to the hospital right now and go and sit on the floor, rub your hands on the ground, and still go and eat without anything?
No.
You cannot do that thing. No. You see? Can you go to the mortuary and misbehave, dance around, roll on the floor, and come back and enter your car or come and sleep on your bed and expect to be fine? You cannot.
You fall sick.
You cannot.
When the sickness comes, you cannot hide it.
That is what is happening to her right now. She refused to keep her environment clean. You see? Knowing that your position you're occupying is a very sensitive place.
But my worry is that she's not old. For her to leave
between her and Dampare, who is older?
Well, I don't know. I've not seen their Ghana card.
You see, I am more worried about Dampare being removed, and as for her,
Dampare will be 60. I'm sure.
No.
Way loose.
Oh no. Dampare is a very young man.
Yeah.
Very, very young man.
I saw he's dancing around Fuega last time. The guy is a guy, bro.
It's a guy. You see, so I would say, you see, when you refuse to be fair, nobody will embrace you, especially where you are working, where you are occupying. You have to be fair. Play the games from all angles. You understand? Nobel football, they are culture. Most of the things, a general government to referee.
Yes. So people are also suing the president for going about submitting petition to the Council of State without minding the Chief Justice.
Okay.
They are suing the Attorney General as well for him to, withdraw all those issues that are going on. But the question is has the president breached the Constitution by not allowing Tokuno to have a fair hearing or respond to it?
Okay, so yes, to some extent, but to add to so this is what the Constitution says. You say where, so they are talking about Article 146 The Article 146, the clause 6 says, where the petition is for the removal of Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed as chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of Council of State, nor members of the Parliament, nor lawyers. So this one, the 146, did not say that the President should serve the Chief Justice first.
But they are making a case about natural justice, that before you have a case about somebody, let the person respond.
That's a discretion of the President. Because if we say we are dealing with the Constitution, that should be a discretion of the President.
Anyway,
do you understand?
But the private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu has been making some statement. Let me just read what he said. Private legal practitioner Martin Kpebu has stated that the President is not obligated to seek a response from the Chief Justice before making a prima facie determination on a petition for removal.
Yes.
And he says that in order to make that prima facie determination, you don't always need a response of the Chief Justice or any other justice of the Superior Court. Kpebu explained in an interview on Joy News. We have clarified that while the President has the direct discretion to assess whether a petition has merit at the initial stage, due process must still be followed. All right. So he still says that what the President has done, he has the discretion.
Yes, that's why I say it's a discretion. It is his discretion.
Not hear from him or hear from her or not. And so I mean, like, the President is not at fault one way or the other. But the Constitution, the natural justice, that's where he will be cornered.
Yes.
He's not at fault with his mandate, but he's a little bit at fault with the Constitution.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes. But, so I think part of the Constitution says she should be heard. The one petition against should be heard. But you see, all these things we are talking about here, it's not as if they are going to hold a conversation in the open. See? So, all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the justice or the chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his or her defense, by himself or by a lawyer or any or other expert of his choice. So that's part of the 146 that they are talking about. So that's when he should be heard.
The Council of State have agreed. Have responded to it that she should go.
Yes,
that's where the committee will be set up.
That's what the Chief Justice is letting us know, that after she has responded. So you see, you read in her letter that she should be given 7 days to respond. So after responding, so to her, after she has given out her response, before the President can now go on and submit the petition to the Council of State, before the committee is being set up to look into the matter. So my issue is in the past. My issue is in the past, you were in this country. It happens to people. You could not say "queen." You could not make noise. Now it gets to you and you are shouting here and there. And all the lawyers, MPP lawyers, the young lawyers that they have trained down, they were all running into social media. I read a post of Richard Sky.
Yes.
And he has not cited this, but he went around committing himself in some of the lines that he has written. And aside that, the Asefua and one of my mates, my university mate, also now a lawyer, also wrote so many things. And in the open, they were like, Chief Justice, we are standing beside you, we will not allow you to go down. Meanwhile, you people again are saying the Constitution is the supreme document of this land. Why did you put the Constitution aside and you are standing by her? Despite all the things they have stated in the petition. So the question we need to answer is just to read the petition, all the allegations being leveled against her, so we begin to tick them. Correct? No. She has done this, she has not done that.
So she can defend it in the committee. When they set up the committee, they ask you a question.
No, we don't need some of these reasons. You have done the thing in the open. Have you reconstituted a panel? Yes or no? And constantly, why he decided to sideline some of the Supreme Court judges, old judges. Typical example is Paul Banfo. Is it Banfo? No, I've forgotten it. Called prison director in Chokedi. Constantly sideline the old judges and the Supreme Court because those judges have been ruling in favor of the NDC, the party.
Anyway, the issues about procurement also breaches were also cited, that there were some things that were being procured. They didn't go to the right procedure. She just ordered for the things to be bought without passing through procedure. So there are also a lot of issues. 3 petitions. So I don't know.
What will happen to the ordinaries in their offices?
Anyway, many allegations about Nyaroche case Dolila. She has sidelined those cases and took those ones serious. Case Dolly Hula, she has not dealt with it, but some cases come today. She has taken action immediately.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Some cases are pending that she needs to take action on those.
That's
things.
what I'm talking about.
She has delayed it.
The murder of Dankwa, the MP member of parliament, says he don't do. That issue is standing there. That case, the alleged murderer has mentioned names of high profiles